Hello, it is me, Tamika, a new me 1109. And I've been thinking, I actually want to sort of dedicate this video to Connie, Quilting Connie B, and the bestie, Grill and Be Gone. And I originally sort of was driving down the street on Saturday, and I had a thought, and I was thinking about you too. And I wanted to be able to sort of share a message with you or give you some words of encouragement before you have your surgery. And one thing that I have not necessarily said, I don't think, I'm looking back at things like 140 something videos. So I started making videos, I think, a couple days after I had surgery. I decided I want to vlog my journey. I want to capture every sort of step of it, and I want to be able to share it with everybody else, whoever wants to watch. And so I've been vlogging, but I don't necessarily think that I have said this. So here goes. My position on weight loss surgery and the attitude that I think we need to have after we have weight loss surgery. And then for you pre-ops out there, I think something to consider is this. Once you have weight loss surgery, your life will be different. Your body will be different. For the most part, you will not be able to do the same things that you did before surgery. You won't be able to eat the same things, the way that you ate them, how you ate them, with eating and drinking and all of those types of things. You won't be able to do it. And so I think that it's misleading sometimes when I see people say things like, you can have anything, you can have everything, as long as you monitor it, as long as you just have a couple bites of the cake, just have a little bit of rice with your food. That doesn't fall within my guidelines. That's not what I was told. I was told, don't drink soda ever. Not just a couple sips here and there. It's okay. I was told if I drink soda, the bubbles, the carbonation in my pouch could potentially stretch my pouch, which means that I'll be able to eat more food, which means that I can start gaining weight. So when people tell me things like that, it sticks. I have not had any soda since like October of last year. This time last year, before I had surgery, I was like, you know what, I can't deal with this soda, so let me stop now. Rice, pasta, I was told that, those things sort of expand when water touches it, and it was this whole, in your kitchen sink, when you've had rice or you've had pasta and there's some in the bottom of the drain, what happens? It expands, it gets larger. So if you eat those things, that's what could potentially happen with it in your stomach. So as a lap bander, all of our food is in sort of our little pouch above our lap band, and it sits there and slowly digests. Well, if you eat the rice, if you eat the pasta, if you eat the doughy bread, it could get stuck right there, and with the water that you're drinking an hour after you eat, it can sit on there and it can make that stuff expand, and it can get stuck. And if it gets stuck, you'll have to go to the hospital. It's very painful. People call in all the time and they're in so much pain. They have to go to the doctor. Their band needs to be unfilled, and they sort of drink water or whatever to push things through that has gotten stuck in their stomach. Okay, you tell me that, I don't want it. I have not approached this whole situation sort of half-heartedly. I figured if I was going to go for it, if I was going to get that last opportunity to be able to not live in an obese state where I was miserable, where my feet were hurting, my legs were hurting, my back was always hurting, I didn't have any energy, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to live in that state anymore. I didn't want to be in that place anymore. And so I figured, like I've said, being given the opportunity to have surgery for me was like, okay, I need to meet that situation halfway. I'm getting the opportunity. It could work or it could fail. I never looked at weight loss surgery as the magic pill or, you know, the answer to this whole situation. I knew that I would need to deal with my emotional eating issues. I knew that I would need to modify what I ate. I knew that I couldn't eat and drink. I knew that they told me to eat 3 meals a day only, and I could not snack and I could not graze throughout the day, because if I did that, then it would, you know, I would end up being in a situation where, yeah, I can only eat a small amount of time. But if I eat a small amount of food 5-6 times a day, then in the end it could be 2,500 calories. So I'm supposed to be eating between 800 and 1,200 calories a day. Only 3 meals. I have to stick to that. I can't, you know, and so here, back to my advice. Understand what the rules are. And the reason why I have started doing the lap band success coaching is because I want people to be successful. What do I have the most knowledge in? It's lap band surgery. I'm a lap band person. I've lost 130 pounds. How? By certain things that I implemented. Number one, I followed the rules that they gave me, and then I turned into this uber planner as far as food was concerned. The way that I approach food and cooking is, you know, I'm looking for low calorie, high protein, low fat. I don't really deal with sugar too much because I'm not a, you know, I don't have, I don't dump or anything like that. Now, I don't try to have excessive sugar, but when I'm meal planning, I'm not eating a lot of sweets either. And that's another point, guys. I've not bridged over into that space of I'm going to go and be trying to make protein cakes and protein cookies and stuff like that. Because, and I think I've said this on Facebook recently, because if I'm following my rules of 3 meals a day, no snacking and no grazing, is that protein cake going to be my breakfast, lunch, or dinner? And that's how I look at it. So I'd rather not have it. I'd rather have, you know, eggs. I'd rather have some chicken, some meat, or something like that as a meal, opposed to having a sweet, you know, sort of treat type thing. And I also think we have to understand our limits, and we have to know our triggers. And for me, if I start eating something that's sweet, something that is yummy, yeah, I've modified it. Perhaps it's sugar-free, perhaps it's, you know, fat-free, and all these other wonderful things. But if I start eating that and realizing that it's okay and it works, I want more and more and more and more. So understand what your triggers are. Understand how you're going to run the race. But I will say this. I don't subscribe to just a little bit won't kill you. Because how many people out there have had weight loss surgery and are either in a stall, hit a plateau, can't figure out how to get beyond it, or lost 150 pounds and gained it back, or they're a year out from surgery and have only lost 40-50 pounds. So I can't subscribe to making my own rules. And I urge you not to do that either. Listen to what your surgeon has told you to do. I can only tell you what I was told to do and how I followed that. But listen to what they tell you to do and do that. Don't get 6 months out and, you know, you're 100 pounds down and now you're feeling good and now you're feeling comfortable and now you want to start making, you know, peanut butter and jelly cookies. If your surgeon told you not to eat that, don't ever get to the point where you're too. Always remember where you came from. Always remember. Because it's so easy to slip back there. So that's my mentality.